So I guess first 15 seconds of your video was supposed to be something that gets someone to want to keep watching. That intro probably got like 50% of people to do, this. But shout out to anybody who's still here. But yeah, today we are making a beat for Baby Keem. I've done 2 different tutorials on Baby Keem already. One, it was like a family ties type beat, and then the other one was just like another like harder style beat. So I just kind of wanted to do something that's maybe like a little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back. I'm going to be using sounds from the 8-bit drum kit, so link in the description if you end up liking the sounds in that kit. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so to get started here, I'm just going to start with this organ sound from my new one-shot kit, which is dropping next week. This is just the Organami organ. And yes, I did think of that name all on my own. Alright, so that's a good kind of general guide, but I want to add some more notes and kind of make this sound more realistic and just kind of mesh better together. So first thing I'm going to do is turn these into 7th chords. This is just transposing. It's a really easy way to make things kind of blend well together. This is still the same chord. This note is just inverted and it sounds a bit nicer. And then I'm actually going to bring this down here as well to make this chord sound a little bit more fuller than the rest of them. But I'm just copying this note from right up here. And let's just do Alt-R to randomize the velocities. And then Alt-S to strum. This is going to make it sound like more of a real piano. One thing you're going to want to do is check to make sure that these aren't extending too far though. When you're making a beat or you're making just music in general, you want it to kind of convey a certain type of feeling, as those are going to be like the most memorable songs, the beats that artists want to buy more if they instantly listen to something and feel a certain type of way, type of beats that people are going to want to listen to more as well because they're going to listen to it too, and then they're going to instantly feel like a certain type of way versus a beat that, sounds good, but you're like, what mood is this? Like, what am I supposed to be feeling? All right, so the next sound I've got is this violin. And I'm just going to layer this on top of the organ I was just playing. All right, so I'm going to drop this down an octave. I want it to kind of be a little bit more lively, though, than just copying the exact same chords over and over again. So one thing you can do is, I'm just going to cut this in half and pull this out right here. And all I've done for these sounds is I've just cut out the low end. So that's why it kind of sounds dry, but I'm going to put bassline underneath it, and it's going to sound pretty good later. All right, so next I found this sound in Arcade, and it's just like a vintage synth sounds, which I think is perfect for a beat like this. That's perfect. So I'm going to just cut out some of the highs here because I think it sounds a little bit too bright. All right, so now I'm going to add a bass line, and I'm just using the TDE bass from the 8-bit drum kit. Turn off everything except the hold and just leave the hold on max. So I wanted a little bit of movement, a little bit of rhythm added with this bass line. So I'm using these root notes right here, and then just kind of listen to where I thought it might sound good rhythm-wise. If you look here, though, really quickly, because this is important, is if you look at the rhythm is the same here and here, and then it's also the same at the end right here. So whenever you're like want to kind of sauce things up, just make sure that it's following some sort of a pattern. So now let's just do these two sounds, and let's put it on the mixer real quick. Yeah, it's gotta be this one. So what I did here is it's just like a slight variation at the end. That kind of just resolves the loop a little bit more versus it just being a little bit more static like this, as pretty much all the drums are the same. So I just wanted to add a little tiny bit of variation here so you just know that the loop's kind of restarting. This is sounding pretty good. Definitely got the vibe that I'm looking for. Just going to lay it out really quickly and give you guys a listen. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Definitely join the Discord server. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be going live pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Peace.